North London, South London, East London, West London. You're jamming with G-Shock.
Yes. Apologies. Technical issues. But this is Musique at G-Shock London Radio, Mixcloud. We're back. I think this is our 6th live stream of the year. And today we've got a whole lineup of creatives. My first guest is Little London.
Hi.
Producer, super creative. And listen, this one's going to be a very fun interview, I can really tell.
I'm looking forward to it.
So welcome, sis.
Thank you.
It's been a while since I've seen you.
I know, it's been a hot one.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's due though. It's definitely been in the making, isn't it? It's just due to happen.
100%. It's been in the making. But I said to myself, and I said to you earlier upstairs, like now I'm having guests that are not necessarily DJs, it opens up the whole gate of people that I can kind of interview.
Yeah.
And you was one of the people that I really want to interview because it's very rare for me to meet female black producers.
Yep, I hear that.
And I was like, with you, I knew that you was a creative, so I really wanted to get you down here.
I appreciate you getting me here. You're always bringing people together in the creative world. Like from dark out the room, like when I've come down to them events, the way that you bring people together, that's what it's all about.
Yes.
And it's nice. As I said, it's due. It's overdue.
It's overdue, sis.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let's take a seat because we're getting older now. We're not going to sit down for mad long. And if you're locked on Mixcloud or Instagram, share the live. You can get a bit audio on Mixcloud. But yeah, so tell the viewers about your journey so far.
Where do I
Who's
start?
Little London?
Little London. I started out as LSG.
Okay.
Little Shady Giggles. Now, I literally started recording when I was really young, like 9. I was in the studio. One of my first releases was when I was 14. I was on a circuit, like doing a lot of like big performances. Now I look back at it. Now I'm older. Like I'll be going through stuff. I was going through my storage unit, and I found all these paperwork. When I was like, I didn't realize I was doing these shows like in front of like the High Commissioner of like Barbados, Jamaica. I'm 14. I'm rapping in an American accent because the UK didn't even advance in the hip hop world like that.
But
so
now,
now it's a different story. We're going back now. I ain't gonna tell you how back, but trust me, there was an American accent. And that's how far we were going back. But yeah, I started off and I was mainly rapping.
Wow.
I would sing, I would write, but I had like people around me that could sing. Nobody was really rapping. Definitely not girls. Females weren't rapping.
No, they weren't as much.
Yeah, no, there was like a few MCs here and there, drum and bass MCs, but there was no one really, pushing this hip hop flow that I grew up listening to like Wu-Tang, and I love my hip hop. So that was where I started. And yeah, LSG, Little Shady Giggles, that I had that name for quite a long time.
What was the inspiration behind those names?
So because I'm very versatile, as you know, I've got such an eclectic taste in music. So Little was representing the little side of that. I'm little, and I'm still the same height as I was then.
Just on the nose, it's like it has to be little.
Good things come in small packages. But yeah, the Little, then it was like split. I had my first Little mixtape was Split Personality. So I wanted it to be like a rave, the different rooms. So you'd have like the singing side of me, where I was doing like R&B, stuff like that. And then you'd have like Shady, which is just the raw spitting bars. And then you got Giggles that was doing like drum and bass, garage, and the more, rave side of the scene.
Your different alter egos.
Yeah, different personalities. My first thing I called it Split Personality because people didn't know how to market me. And I would get always told like, you need to do this, you need to do that. And I need to do whatever I want. Like, if you want to force me into this hole, like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
You just need to be creative. I can't follow trends. I can work with people. I love to work as a team. But you can't force certain things, So you just got to let certain things flow naturally.
Be organic.
Has to be organic. Or not at all.
There's one thing I wanted to ask you, because I noticed you make beats for video games as well and TV shows. And I find it so intriguing as well. So I wanted to know what your experience has been like that.
You know what? I just love to create. So I don't really have, as much as I'd love to sit here and say, oh, I do this with all these intentions. No. I do. I'm looking at some of the, like the questions you get asked, like, what's your creative process? I'm like, I throw beef at the wall, see what sticks. I won't swear. But yeah, things find you. Whatever's meant to come for you comes for you. I just love to create. So I might wake up at 3 or go to bed at 3 in the morning, and it's just a beat. I can have an intention of sitting here and writing, doing a house beat, or I can get a beat that I'm supposed to be writing to, and something else is coming in my mind, and I'm not in control of that. I'm not. I wish I was.
Something tells you you've got like loads of projects on the go.
100%.
How did I know?
Yeah, I have. There's lots of projects at the moment on the go, and I feel like everything's gonna come at once. It's like now you see me, now you don't, and I'll be hibernating 1 minute, but I'm working behind the scenes, and then I'll do this track and it hasn't come out, and I'm like, I just made a few calls the other day, and I'm thinking that's kind of a banging track. You're gonna do anything with them vocals, and they're like, no, that's coming out on the album. So I'm like, okay. I won't make another track, make another beat to that, or give it to somebody else to work with, for instance. So yeah, there's quite a few things in the pipeline.
Okay, are you gonna give us some exclusives today in terms of what's coming out soon? I
was meant to be in the studio last night with Mr. 47.
Okay.
So
yes, he told me about that.
Yeah, we connect really well. We get on really well. He's got such great, amazing energy, and we've got. I don't like to speak too soon on things, but we've got some really good plans in motion to come out. So I'm looking forward to work. I love Roadhouse. Yeah. They're bad.
Listen,
they're bad.
He was here last month, when I spoke to him, and he told me he's working with you.
Yeah. Did he?
Yeah, he did. I knew already.
There you go. Not so much an exclusive then.
My show.
Is it?
And then he was like, yeah, I'm loving it.
He never told me that though, did he? He knew that I was coming before.
I buy people to stick with.
So it goes sometimes.
And I thought you two together, because you're both creatives, and I know that you don't stay in one box.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what you're not gonna come with.
Oh, it's already so we've done a track already. So he sent me some beats, and because I obviously do produce and I engineer, I just started writing something on the spot. And I find that I don't know if it's my best work, but some things just pour out of me so quickly, and it'll be 20 minutes, boom, 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 it's done. And then there's other tunes that I'm working on for years, and I love it. It's got my heart, but it ain't done. So it's how it works, and I don't like to force things too much. And that sounds a bit undisciplined, because I know I could be definitely more disciplined.
I feel like there's a method to our madness. Like I could procrastinate on a project for weeks or months. I'm telling myself right now. And then I wake up one morning, have some brown coffee, and I'm like, and I get done in 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's
just procrastination, but I work better under pressure.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is, but you know what? Nowadays we're starting to see all this stuff online, and they're making it look way better than it is. They're like, we get how much work done in 3 hours, 3 months in 3 hours.
You know what? Do you know people with ADHD have said the same thing? Like, we leave everything to the last minute.
Yeah.
And still get a good grade.
Yeah.
And then we're often like, if I started this a bit sooner, I could have got a better grade. It was like we work.
But what do you off though? What I off? Because if I'm not enjoying it, like I'm not, it's gotta just flow, man. And that's my state. I'm definitely probably undiagnosed, but everyone talks about. I get accused of that. I've been getting accused of that since I was a kid. But now it's in fashion. Everyone thinks they got it. I get out of here.
I know I've got it, because when you repeat your whole life, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
And like all the boxes tick, like especially when I meet people, like there's some people I'm like, I don't know what it is, I'm drawn to them, and when I meet them, like Serenity Sounds is a perfect example. And when I met her, it's like, so you got HD as well, like that's it's like you find your tribe.
100%.
And then when you start going for certain things, you're like, oh my god, you go for the same thing, you go for the same, like we were saying upstairs, our brains are like having like 12 different tabs open.
I've got loads of tabs open, and the music's playing coming from somewhere.
And all the people that are neurodivergent will understand that.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't understand it, and I don't sleep a lot, as you know as well, because I know when we're online and we got to get back to one another, she get back to me like this, I get back to her like this. So, and it's like, what, 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 7 in the morning,
you're telling us secret, sis, man.
It's a lot though, do you know what? But it's fine, we get what we need to get done.
But there were some different sleep patterns.
Yeah.
Some different sleep patterns. Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
What's been your experience as a female producer? Because there's not many in the scene.
100%.
So give it PG, but
I'll try not to swear.
No,
again.
No swearing, please.
Yeah, no swearing. No swearing on air. No. But so I feel like I've used to it coming from the hip hop world. It wasn't nothing new to me.
Okay.
But it's the same sort of thing. People don't want to give you the mic, and now I've got to spit bars and wrap you up and put you in the boot. They're like, oh, you rap, especially you're in heels and a dress. Oh, you rap, I'll wrap you up and put you in the boot of my car. Because they think, what do you do? No, they think you can't spit bars out here. Nah, but it's true. So when it comes to the production, there are a lot of people that, they would just think, okay, I've been in the scene longer, I know, but they don't really know what you've been doing underground, and they don't know what you've been doing in the other genres. Yeah, they definitely underestimate, which I don't mind, because then it's just going to be your loss, not mine. But I feel that there's a lot of eyes that watch you, and there's a lot of ears that listen, but they will act like they don't hear, and they will still be. Let me not go too far, but they will still be downloading that shit.
Talk today.
Yeah. No, people listen and they watch, put it that way. I know there's ears and there's eyes, but there's a lot of people that I've had things, I've sent people things, and I'm on it as a vocalist, and they don't know that I've produced it. And they're like, oh, who made this beat? I ain't even gonna hot up no one yet, but you know who you are. Like, who made this beat? And I'm like, I think it just got lost in context, and I'm like, it's Beats by London.
Yeah.
You know, instead of saying me, I'm like, Beats by London. And they're like,
I like the way you do that though. You kind of hide.
You gotta separate it. And then it wouldn't take much to work it out. Beats by London,
you know, some
Little
people
London.
they don't dig. They assume.
Exactly.
Like, for example, with Musique, people always DM the page like, yo, bro. I'm like, you do know this brand is owned by a woman.
Yeah.
And why do you assume that you're talking to a dude?
Well, I didn't know. I slid in your DMs. I'm guilty of that. I heard something. I don't know how I come about it. Listen, you see how we all jump from question to question? We're not even answer it. But I was literally, one morning I woke up and I just felt like creating.
Yeah.
And I was like looking for something just to give me some inspiration. I must have been just Googling, and I came across. Now we've got so many people in connection.
Yeah.
But we didn't meet through any of those. I literally found something online. I put this mix on, and I couldn't get past the first tune.
I remember that message.
It was banging. I was like, oh my gosh! I just went straight to my I was in my pajamas. I went straight to my setup. I started making the beat.
It was the Guzu mix.
I'm not sure. I know I downloaded it. I teased it.
It was like, it inspired you to make a beat.
Yeah, and props where props is due, and that's how I work. I give credit where it's credit's due, and a lot of people don't like to do that. I'm one of those people that I found you, and I'm sliding. I didn't know if you was guy, girl, anything in between, up, down, and all around. I slid in them DMs, and I'm like, thank you, because this Saturday morning, I was able to create. You know, you got that. You think about writer's block.
It just set you in the right mood.
It just
Intro business.
Gave me a nice vibe, man. Yeah, it was bad. I didn't get past the first tune.
The first tune on that mix is bad.
It's nice. Yeah.
It's one of those tracks that you know when you go and you got to go on a journey. I know exactly what tune it is.
Yeah.
As well,
and I just feel like just the whole. I was like, does this person produce? I need to know more. Like, from when you're selecting that tune, we're on the same frequency.
I remember that's like 3 years ago. I remember our first message together.
Yeah.
Let me not sidetrack too much. Also, big up to Star Sings as well. She says get ready for natives. Big up natives as well.
Yeah, I love a bit of natives.
This natives. Yeah. The last one I went to was insane.
I went when I don't know if so what made me go down there? Icy was playing. And Luca Rebels was playing. And I'm from Brixton, and they were at Jam, and I was like not really partying or going out. I have my moments, I'm hibernating. I was like, Luca's over it. Like, I don't think me and Icy were working together at the time. Yeah.
Who?
Me and Icy, I don't think we were even working together at the time, but I went down there and it was bang. You know when everyone's around the decks? It was that vibe. It was very industry. I was seeing a lot of old school industry people pop up and I love it when it's like that.
Because you get to network a little bit.
Networking.
You catch up.
Yeah. And it's just being a part of the sound.
Yeah.
I love when raves are like, I love it when they first start off and at the bottom. Like I find that organic flow where everyone's there and it's all about the music. It ain't about nothing else.
Nothing else. It has to always be about the music. And there's certain brands that are very community based, and I definitely always give credit where it's due to natives and to Intuit as well. Intuit is giving advice to a lot of female DJs that probably the scene is not aware of. I remember when I first started Intuit, she gave me some good advice, and I still carry that with me to this day. So I always look up Intuit.
Yeah, she's got lovely energy about her. They're so in this industry, people are they got their heads where they shouldn't be, and their feet are off the floor. And that's just dealing with males, or let alone females. And everyone gets this, this whole thing about them.
That's just the scene. It took me a long time to realise the music industry is just very competitive. But you do meet some rare individuals that will give you guidance and advice and help you along your way. Icy is one of them. Intuit is one of them. And for me, what I liked about Intuit is the fact that there's not many female promoters.
Yes.
So she was able to give me insight as a female promoter to another female promoter to understand what I would go through.
Yep.
This is nothing about me.
That's so, no, but you know what? I feel that though, and I love that, and I love hearing that, because it's not always the same. No. You know, people are not always gonna, and it is different in the DJ one. There's a lot more. Well, there's a lot of singers out there, but the DJs are coming through, and there's a lot, and it's nice to know, because I will go up to a female DJ and be like, by the way, if you need, you know, some radio clips and you need the jingles, I charge, but I will do this stuff for free because I love to see.
Your heart.
Yeah, I'm always with the boys. I'm a tomboy. I know you're the same. I've grown up with all the boys in my family. They're all hooligans, and I'm just used to being with the boys. Hoods up, but I love it. I'm a girl's girl, so I love supporting fellow female artists and producers and DJs.
I think we came up in the 90s, so we came from the era of Aaliyah. Aaliyah was a tom girl, but she was also feminine at the same time.
Exactly.
And people need to start assuming if you're a tomboy that you're have a particular sexuality.
100%.
It's really quite annoying.
I mean, each their own. I'm not, you know.
Each their own.
But that's just
It's like people like to put you in a box.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And I think that's one of the things that needs to change.
But it goes vice versa though as well, because the days when you turn up and you are in heels or you are in a dress and they don't think you know how to touch buttons. Do you know what I'm saying? You know how many times I've been like standing there behind the decks and people ain't got know this or know that. There's no sound coming out, and I'm like, and they're like, I'm like, okay, you lot stay there then, innit? When you just press that button.
Realise that you're a producer.
And you know what? I can't help myself, so I'm gonna press the button. And now look.
Let me ask you a question. I always ask all the DJs this question. But I want to ask you, what does music mean to your life?
Oh, it's everything. Look, I'm covered in notes.
I know.
And it's the only thing that I'm like, I love music. My daughter comes first, second, third. She's my best creation. But I didn't have her till I was a lot older. Even though we're not going with age, I didn't have it till I was older. So I was always heavily invested in music. I was in the studio from such a young age. I was being so naughty when I was younger. So if it wasn't for studio, I'd be getting into a lot more trouble, you know. It kept me...
it kept you grounded.
Yeah, I was like on road running up and down with the boys, you know, just... So yeah, it definitely kept me grounded. It kept me focused, and it's done so many things for people. People say music saved their life, but I believe that. I really believe that. It's therapy, creative therapy, you know. So yeah, it's a lot, and I make songs and they're from the heart. Like when I write, they're from the heart, and some of the times, this is really weird, they haven't actually happened yet. Yeah. But it's still a feeling that I've put down, that I've created, and then eventually it comes up. People will be like, oh, was that about that? And I'm like, no, and then it ends up being about it. I'm like,
sometimes you manifest things and you perceive things.
Yeah, so I'm kind of trying to be aware of
you got some different kind of discernment or spiritual kind of powers.
Yes, but you know what? I need to be like, I woke up in a new Bugatti, because then let that be true then, innit? I don't just think about heartbreak.
That's kind of true. How would you say your sound has evolved over the years, from everything you've learned from the rap to now obviously to where you are now? Because you're doing you do Afro House, you do tribal, you work with Scotty as well.
Love Scotty. That's my boy, man. I love Scotty. His beelines are just out of the.
Scotty's a different.
He's a different breed. And you know what? As well, a lot of people don't know. Have you seen the footage of Scotty when he's 13? Vinyl old. Listen,
Scotty's an introvert.
He's humble and he's such a good guy. But I've seen the footage of him with all the all the gram lot, and he's tiny. I'm talking about, I don't know how old he is, he's about 13, running decks. I'm talking about vinyl. And he's got like Lethal B and everyone's eating the mic. I'm telling you, exclusive.
Yes, you've been hiding. Okay.
Yeah, but no, there's so many people that I'd love to pick up that I've worked with. But so back to the question, which is an interesting one. As I said, starting out rapping, I was so comfortable doing that. I was happy to. I'm always happy to be in front of the camera performing. I was this wild one. But the singing wise, I would sing and people would always want me to do more singing. But I was around people that could sing, and I have a different kind of voice. So I would really appreciate that kind of clear voice, and that it was a different sort of voice. You're sitting in assembly and you're singing songs, and my voice is husky. My voice is husky and it's low, and it's, you know, it took for me to get to a comfortable place with my vocals. See, I'd be in the studio and they'd be like, no, we love it. We love that sound. We like how that sounds. We like when it breaks, when that bit goes like that. Yeah. It's unique. And I'm like, that sounds a bit crusty.
No, that's the perfectionist in you though.
Yeah, but I've got used to it. I've got used to now knowing that with the Sears and Amy Winehouse and Lauryn Hill, and not that I'm going to put myself on all of those levels, but the sound that if there's a song I have to sing that wasn't mine, I would feel comfortable in those sort of ranges. You know, I mean, Lauryn Hill couldn't go all sorts of places, so let me not, toot my own horn that much. But she's still got that roughness, that coarseness to her vocal. Mary J. Blige, I would say they taught me how to sing. Singing along to them tapes that I had, back in the day. That's what got me to where I am. So I've definitely got to a better place. That's been my journey where I'm like, there's a niche for my sound, and it doesn't have to sound like everybody else. And actually, that's a good thing. So
you're in your own lane.
100%, yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a controversial question.
Oh God, here we go.
So I said, big up the singers with the husky. You know what? I had to call myself the female Barry White because I had a very, you call up the call center like, hi sir, no, it's Mrs. But I accept it now.
Well, you know what? We could make some dollar, if we wanted to be work at those places.
My last.
Well, do you know what? I think when I talk, I project my voice. And I'm talking like, hi everyone, blah blah blah. But when I talk like this is how I sound. And in the morning, don't ask me nothing because you're just gonna hear.
The voice is different.
The morning voice, I hardly have a voice. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Sign language.
Here's my question for you.
Go on.
What's your opinions on AI in music production?
Oh, goodness me.
You know it was coming, but
I did know that one was coming because what with you? I know you've probably got a few controversial questions. So,
that's my biggest one,
You know what? This is tricky, right? Because I feel like if you're a producer and you haven't got no vocalists around you, then you want to go and get an AI singer. That can make sense in that respect of you don't have access to that.
Okay.
If you're a producer, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't make sense for me personally to be utilising AI and calling myself a producer. It just doesn't make no sense. Say like for artwork, things like that, I'm not gonna get everything done by AI, but I can't draw. I know some amazing artists and I could go on there and I felt the first time I started creating something just out of being like inquisitive of how it works and just another fellow thing to do to create and prompting these things. This is only an artwork. When I done it and come up with my little masterpiece, I felt really bad afterwards. I thought, Rod, I know how long that takes. Do.
It's such a... It is controversial.
Yeah.
But... It's Via Siri in the building and LDC as well. So.
That's another one I met at Natives as well, and that was the first time I heard her performing. I've heard her DJing, and I was like, "You're bad.
Exactly. Like I said, today's a creative live stream today.
Yeah, lots of creatives in the building.
Loads. I looked at the lineup and I really reflected. I said, "My God."
Yeah, but you're doing this though. Like you're bringing all these people together.
It's by accident,
You know what? Everything happens when it's supposed to happen, and it will feel like an accident because it falls into place.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in coincidences, and I don't believe in accidents. Everything happens when it's supposed. Yep, timings and everything happens for reasons and seasons, lessons and blessings.
All right, let's get into the fun questions.
Go on.
Because of the technical.
The AI one is a bit techie out here because I know I could be throwing a lot of people under the buses.
I was gonna say before my ADHD brain went over the way.
Yeah.
The Musique logo was created by AI.
Yeah.
A lot of my artwork I do is by AI.
See,
if I had done it when I first started Musique, I probably wouldn't be able to afford it.
Well, exactly. But this is why I said it. I put my hands up. I said straight away, like I'm dabbling with their artwork.
Yeah.
But I ain't saying just do this and do that for me. I'm still like putting in the effort and coming up with the ideas, the creative ideas, just the ones that maybe I can't put forward to. But I ain't ready to put that into my music because I feel like. It's like, look with when we're spelling, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing the auto spell. Look when you're typing, I'm always in a hurry to do everything, right? Even if I'm not against time. If I'm typing, I don't care. I know I'm making mistakes. I don't care because I know they're going to fix it for me. People are going to get lazy and there's no soul in the music.
Yeah.
If you're but each to their own. I ain't knocking nobody. Keep doing what you're doing, innit? But go and do something else, man. We need some electricians and some plumbers out here. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you, man. Just allow it.
Alright, we're gonna go to the quick round, yeah? If you could produce a track with any producer in the world, who would it be and why?
Ooh, Timbaland.
Okay. I like that.
Because I know I'm gonna get some stuff out.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Right. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
Anywhere. Burning Man, because I feel like the track I'd be doing would be universal and be worldwide.
Slow down.
Yeah, okay. Weird one. And I'd get to wear some crazy outfits, which I love to play around with the outfits.
I like it. Burning Man is
different.
It's different.
Yeah.
I think you just can be completely free there.
Yeah.
Alright, my next question. If you're stranded on the beach and you've only got 3 albums you've got to listen to back to back, what they're going to be?
That's not fair.
Sorry, as this is not a fair interview.
Alright, so Miseducation, Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
100%. You've got to come with me. I'll bring something from a Wu-Tang, an album. I'm not sure which one. You ain't making me choose, because then I'll get all of them and all of their sounds. And then it would have to be a mix. It would have to be a house mix.
Okay.
And then, because then you could get a very long mix.
Yeah,
you could drop me a mix. I'm not gonna say which DJ, but I'll be happy. I'm not gonna say which DJ, but it would be something I could rave to, party to at the times when I'm stranded, and have different sounds, and then I could have a long mix. So it'd be like a few albums in one.
Okay, I like
so
that.
yeah, trying to trick.
My last question.
Oh, go on.
The Marvel question.
Okay.
If you had any producer or singer superpower, what would it be and why?
I think I've already got some superpowers.
I know, but it's a Marvel,
I'm magical
it's a
out
Marvel
here.
question, not
okay.
DC Marvel.
Oh, that's a good one. And do you know what? This is what happens when you don't read all the questions. What would I do? I don't know.
You don't know?
I have.
You're going to forfeit this one.
I don't like to forfeit anything that sounds like I'm giving up.
You know what's going to come to you when you get home? You're going to like, I should have said that.
I'm going to call you up when you're going to be on air. Like, put me on air now, this instant.
I can't even edit this in. Not even no AI can even put this one
I won't mind being invisible. I don't know how that would help me though. But I'll hear what everyone else. I'll see what you lot.
Get on flights for free.
Yeah, flying everywhere.
I'm just saying. Have you seen the price of flights right now?
Yeah. We love to fly out here. Yeah, we need to do some ads and get some freebies here. Sponsorships.
Little London, it's been a pleasure to host you today and interview you. I wish we had more time.
I know, it went by so quick.
I know, it does go really quick.
Yeah.
You know, for the DJs, it goes for about 15 minutes. It goes from
yeah. And we didn't even answer all the questions probably, but you know what, we're doing another round 2.
It's a conversation. It doesn't need to always be, 100%.
And it's organic as well. Exactly. And I know I could talk to you for hours and hours. Yeah. So it's so nice meeting up with you, with your creative mind and all your input. So thank you as well for everything you're doing for the scene.
It's a pleasure to have you down today.
Take care, guys. Peace.
Don't run off though. I've got to get some pictures of you.
Yeah.
My next guest is in the building. The one and only LDC. Lock in, share the live.